All right. And we're live. Asserin Odetta, Great Goodies, Roxy 21, Kerry and Jones. Thank you for being the first ones here this morning. Morning thoughts, morning thoughts, morning thoughts. Shout out to the people going out to work this morning. Shout out to the people coming in from work this morning. Extra special big up. Shout out to the people who work multiple jobs. I have the utmost respect for you. Shout out to my entrepreneurs, my stay-at-home moms and pops, my retirees. Shout out to the drivers, the Uber driver, the Lyft driver, the truck driver, taxi driver, food delivery drivers, round town and long distance truck drivers. Shout out to every single clean-hearted, good-hearted person who wants good for others as much as you want good for yourself. Huh. Yo, I tell people, don't argue with Caribbean females because them lick hot, especially man. Don't argue with them woman there. If she come from any one of the Caribbean islands, do not argue with her. Them lick hot. Them will say stuff to you will make you want bun down earth. Don't argue with her. Yesterday, I overheard a woman arguing with a brother. It looked like relationship done. And you know when relationship done, anything is said. I've said this before. The woman said, me no know what me did I do with you because all your balls longer than your hood. And me feel like we did a rub clitoris the whole time we did that together and me not gay. That's hurtful. That's hurtful. That make you evaluate and reevaluate and reevaluate all the years you were in that relationship. Let me say it again. She said, me no know when me did I do with you because your balls longer than your hood. I feel like we did a rub clitoris the whole time we was together. I'm not gay. Leave these Caribbean females alone. When them start arguing, my friend, go your way. All right? Go about your business. Here we are this morning on another episode of Morning Thoughts. I just thought I would get that out there. We have a couple of things on the board this morning. 8 cocaine smuggling Americans convicted after their arrest in Jamaica. They were caught boarding a vessel, a cruise vessel, with 24 kilos of cocaine. 24 kilos of cocaine, a whole heap of cocaine. I heard 17 before. I read 17 before. I went and read it again this morning. It says 24 kilos complete. Well, the update to that is 8 of them are able to avoid a prison sentence in Jamaica in this $100 million drug bust. Wait, Jane Anders says she went way on the balls. Yeah, them thing they embarrassing. And you tell man this in a public. Why? Why? All the time we were together, you never said nothing about that. This how make a man now go look back, you know. And the man say, okay, so that time the one time we did finish strong. I think we did finish strong and she did get up vex. That did I go on. And that she did that. So why she never, why Marcia never tell me this the whole time? Why she tell me no out the road? On a lick hot, my friend. That's a ouch. You lick hot. All she know me no want to see her for the rest of my lifetime. Your balls longer than your hood. I feel like we was rubbing clitoris the whole time. Oh God, have mercy. Marcia. Yeah, me no man. So we're gonna talk about the cocaine bust. And I told y'all, man, that this is Jamaica for you and Jamaica's justice system. I wouldn't be surprised, but you know, we're gonna get into that. Samantha Fort Jenner, she died pursuing beauty. On that level, we're gonna talk about the whole body augmentation thing. You cut and splice and fix up, and you know how the latest trends are going. You want bigger bodies, stiffer titties, and all these things. Some women are even doing the pumps to make it look fatter and all them something them, I don't know, rejuvenating the pumps and these things. All kinds of operations out there now. Some of them are deadly, and these women are actually going under the knife and taking the risk. Is either me get the big body when I want or me dead trying. We'll talk about that. All right, serious message for iOctane. Have to start off with that one this morning, and Shaggy clears the air on the Bustamante Funds project. $100 million plus is in limbo and has been in limbo for years. And you know, one bag of talk there behind the 100 million. So we're gonna, we're gonna talk about that. Hold on there. Wait there. Let's go back to like right here. Big up to the people that tuning into the chat this morning. Carrier Jones said, we cuss you, said the body little. Yeah, and the whole time you was together, you wasn't complaining, said it did little. You didn't go on like you enjoy yourself. Sometimes you go on like it did a kill you. I saw no wicked. Sometimes when you go on like it a kill you, you know. I saw no wicked. And then when it all done, you gotta tell the man, say, him balls longer than him, and he feel like we was rubbing clitoris the whole time we was together and I'm not gay. No, when we did that do this so. I saw. Cat's Money said that's rough. Yo, she fling big stone. Yeah, she fling big stone and it connect. Because I say even if that is not true, and next man we are hear that, you know, when she tell you this publicly, and next man we are hear that him gone believes. Him gone believes that's true. What kind of sufferation you did have the woman under my youth? 200 they are rough. Audrey writes, that was way below the belt. All puns intended. All puns intended. Divine Order, big up yourself straight from Chicago. Thank you for being here this morning. I'm sorry to the virgin ears them that I had to start out like that this morning, but we have to get that off of my head before I forget about it. She lucky the man never tell her say how true she deep and wide. Deep and wide, there's a fountain flowing deep. I remember that song that we used to sing. Deep and wide, how we go? Deep and wide, there's a fountain flowing deep and wide from its side. Yes, sir. But them say the good one, them can grip anything, you know, even if them deep and wide. If you go with small, them can grip the small, and if you go with big, they will expand and accommodate. So I don't have one, so I don't know how it works. I'm just saying, she said that the part they did bigger than the part there when it was supposed to be the other way around. So something kind of wrong with him, but she didn't want to tell him till all this time. I don't know, I must cheat him, go cheat on her now. Him brave. Because if that longer than that, me wouldn't cheat. Me that just stay with who like me. And if that are your reality, just stay with who like you, my friend. Cause anywhere you go, I be talk, I'm gonna talk about you. Yeah. But I saw them wicked still. It's big and nice and accommodating and satisfying until you violate them. When you violate them, the whole of the truth come out. Now you're gonna know your real side. How she really did think about you all along. We can't bother you, man. So yes, Caribbean women on the lick hot. Man, stay away from them. If you're not ready, if you're not strong, stay away from them. Sometimes I see some of them argument here turn violent. And me understand why. I grew up in this culture, so me know. Me understand why. Me hear it all the time. Me see it all the time. Oh, I'm going around there. Boy, and everybody over there said, yo, so long time you about the yard front my youth. Ghana Road. What you gonna say after that? Eh? All right, so here what? This morning somebody called my phone. Early. I'm a person that wake up early. I normally wake up at 3 a.m. and start to get work done, you know. And this morning now, I'm tired from yesterday between doctor's appointment, which was an hour and change drive each way away from my house, back and forth, pick up picnic, drop them. I also pick up this one from basketball game, drop home them friend, drop them home. All this, me I do my daddy thing, and plus trying to do these online things that I do and work from home. I'm tired. So I wake up 4 o'clock this morning. Little bit after me wake up now, my phone a ring, and I said to myself, so who is brave enough to be calling me at this time? What could it be? Why you are calling my phone? You know, things I may have one family, and you might wake up and pick them at this hours of the morning and thing. Anyways, me slide it, keep rejecting it, they keep calling back. So I say, you know what? It's a call coming straight from Jamaica and it must be very important. Or it has a Jamaican number. Not necessarily mean that they're in Jamaica and it has a Jamaican number. So it might be something very important. Answer it SouFlo, so I answer the phone. I answer the phone and here's the message. Serious message for entertainer iOctane. All right. The person also gave me iOctane's number and said, call him because him not answer me, but make him know, say serious things are going to go on. All right. The man said him and iOctane did a deal a couple of years ago, have to do with a visa, and him not see money back all now. Right? Him not see money back all now. I want just tell iOctane say me I go call him, but through me no rude, I want to call him early in the morning as I would have called him before me do this morning thoughts. Yeah. So tomorrow I'm probably gonna have more on this story. Me no want people mix up, But the brother said him there him last straw. Him and him father don't even talk no more cause of this. He can't talk to him daddy and these kind of things. He is threatening violence and severe violence at that. The man themself make iOctane know say them have him sister information and him sister still dead. I don't know iOctane like that. I don't know if he has a sister for real. I don't know but the man I say him have him sister and them have him sister info and them are threatening to burn out your studio where you have a Jamaica and all these kind of things unless you pay the man him money. Him say he's been waiting for years. It's been about 3 or 4 years. Him say, may I ask him why make it go so long? Him say, cause him a good youth or him a try to be a good youth. And enough time them, him brethren them see you cause him have links certain places where you are at. And they know that you're not in Jamaica. And him a tell them to hold off on it a little bit because them could have rushed you already. So I said, you know what? I'm going to put this out as the preliminary, and I hope iOctane answer my call. Because, once them watch this, them all say, yo, Octane, them I talk about you this morning on SouFlo. So when time I call him, I hope him answer the call and don't not answer me like the youth say he's not answering him. The man give me him number, me have him number, me write it down. Of course, me not going to put it out, but me write it down, and I will be calling for be a mediator of some sort, just to make him know, say, yo, some serious message. Half of the stuff that I was told this morning, I'm not going to say it on here, not yet. But one of them I will say is, my goodly here by this evening, this evening, say, boom, bang, bang, and bang, go on. Some certain things are going to go on. While I was talking to him, though, I realized, say, so we're not too bright. Because if serious things go on like what you say I go on, right? That number that you're calling me from, unless it's a throwaway number, a banger phone you call me from, if anything serious go on, them are gonna come call me and talk about what's the number that called you. And then they can also trace those numbers back to our IP address and trace it from there so and figure out who is who or who the phone belong to or all these things. So all the threats, the violent threats that came through this morning, I tell the brother, so go and hold it, man. Just, all right, let me call him then. If the man said this time last resort. And that's why him apologize, because him never want to ring off my phone this early in the morning, but for sure you how him fed up and something have to go on, and him done now, and him have everything lined up. When they mentioned him sister, I was like, him say, Jamaica run my youth, right? One bag of other story, half of it me not mention, But I'm saying, if you owe the people them money, and you can pay them money, pay them. If you can't pay them money, call them and try work out some kind of a payment plan or something to make this thing go away and not escalate. All right? So why am I involved the sister? Because Audrey right, that is how Jamaica run. The man said them no say him not there Jamaica. And we have a thing in Jamaica that's called if you can't catch Quacker, you catch him shot. This is how a lot of innocent people get involved in their family members' affairs. People get dashed with all the time, and you say, oh God, man, then Miss Joan live around us for 40 odd years now. She's like the matriarch of the community. When she cook food, she cook for everybody. Why them do her like that? Well, she have a little son we run road and the little son mix up in a things and them do people things or take people things and run gone and them a look for him from when them can't catch him, them send out them message, him still not responding, so them catch who them can catch. Draw them a try draw you out. And some of these youth them get involved in some stuff. They be getting involved in things knowing that the people who they are involved with will come for their family, but they don't care. That's to show you how selfish they are. That's why me can't get involved in anything. Me can't get involved in nothing because I have children. I have people, family members that I love and I care about. And if people can't find me know how to hide. And I have the resources to hide if I wanted to hide. But they're going to go after my family. How is that going to sit right with you and your conscience now? It's like one of them rapper youth. Yeah. Some of you might know this story. They firebombed his grandparents' home, burned up him grandmother and him grandfather in there, burned them alive over some beef that he had in the streets. This happened in Jamaica all the time too. So again, this is a serious message for Iactane. The man give me him number. He asked me to call him because him say Iactane is not answering him and he's not getting any kind of solution to his money, and serious things are going to go on. Him talk about links, him talk about what exactly he's going to do. I'm not going to talk about them something there yet until me see more happen. If me see more happen, then I'm going to say everything that was said. Me have a bag of voice notes also and all these things. So him say, yo, me know why you feel like, cause me know how you do your thing, me know why you feel like says a jokey thing me I call upon SouFlo. So me will send you all of the voice note them conversation between me and Actian from back when time we had discussed. Me say, what do I talk about? The money? Him say yes, and all that, and more. So him send me a bag of voice note. The bag of voice notes are there on the phone. I haven't even listened to them yet. Him call back. He ask me if me get the voice note them. Me say yeah, but me say yo, me I get ready for go morning thoughts and me I put my thoughts together enough for my topic and thing. And him say, brother, yo, me I tell you, John, I just through me frustrated. And the man I try to say me a good youth. Me I try to be a good youth. Them raise me right. In a church, my mother raised me on these things, right? And me I try not to go that route there. But Actian know already how it can go. And well, me I said to myself, so well, if him know already how it can go, what is me calling him going to do? However, I know how things go. I know things go. So me I call the number. If I call the number and him answer me, I go talk to him and try to get him to call the people, them whoever they are, and get this thing under control before it gets way out of control. We don't want to see front page news, Iactane sister, this and that, because and then them I go draw me in for sure. Right? Because him done say everything on the phone already. Where am I gonna do plan A to Z? It's all premeditated if you say it out. Look on the Jackior case. It's all premeditated if you say it out right, what you're going to do, and then you go and do it. So that's where we're at with that. See? Under the impression, a lot of people feel like, say, them famous people, you're famous, so you have whole heap of money. You're famous, so you have whole heap of money. And then some people, them have the money, but it's just a disrespect thing. It's like a man feel like say you're some like a punk. So him can tell you two idiots something, yo, me I get you a visa for fly out, so me have good connects. Can me fly out this money already and that the money already. And it just costs this much. And you say, wow, a whole heap of money that me know if me can really get the money them. Say, well, if you can get the money, you can get you up out of here. So you go through and do whatever you have to do to get that money, know what the people them have to do to get the money, You go through and do what you have to do to get the money. You carry the money, go give the man. It's a man where you know. And the man dip out with your money, gone. Take you for fool. And it's not that he's in need of it. It's just that him take you for a fool. Same thing in the Jacure case. When the man have Jacure work the stage, performing, and when Cure say, all right now, pay time, and him say, yeah, I hit that. But do two more show and Cure say, no, it stopped today. You gotta pay me. For the shows that I've done so far, you gotta pay me, and I'm gonna make an example out of you. See, some people feel like you won't press the gas. Them feel like you have too much to lose, so you won't. And you see, Jacure made a point out of it. He did. Him said me with dash where everything for dash you way. But we are gonna make a point out of this today. It's the last time you are gonna do this today, and me are gonna make sure right. I see him there over one place around one part in Holland, Amsterdam, somewhere around there. So doing prison time from a real live threat. I don't know make where I make it up because we heard the voice notes, right? Why Audrey Wright said, I know everything called for violence. We must find other ways to deal with issues. And this is what I try to tell people all the time. Ain't nobody listening to us. Any man who make up his mind to be violent right now is not listening to a SouFLoTV or any other body else who say, yo, we need to chill with the violence, brother, and we can work things out a different way. It's not going to work. That's why I tell the woman them, when you are coming on here talking about, why don't y'all talk to the men who are killing the women? Them man they're not here with. The man not here with family violate him, make up his mind to kill you. Him not want to hear nothing what me have to say. So the only other person in the equation is you. So maybe we can talk to you and get you to not do the same things that others have done so you don't end up in the same situation. Or get you to see how these things might turn out so you can take up your foot in your hand and run before it reach them stages that like it reached for others. That's all we can do. Them don't want to hear nothing from me, my friend. But may I tell you right now, say, Octane best bet is to pay them money their money. See, around I want place, I want part, we call them place the bad man place and gunman era. Yeah. We have a long talk this morning, pretty much. We just make the brother easy talk for him chest, you know. It kind of remind me of when that brother called me, the truck driver, and told me what he walked into his house and saw. And he said it's the first time him actually come out of him truck, leave his firearm in the truck. God make him do it himself and just walk in at the house because he was trying to surprise wifey. Him wifey never know say him come home. And him walk in and a two man a handle him wife, right? And him walk out and he walk back to the truck. And his intentions was to go back to the truck, get him something, go back in at the house, and done everybody in there, and him call me instead. And him call and him talk and him cry and him talk and him cry. And me talk to him, talk to him, talk to him. It was kind of one of those kind of situations again, right? So me I talk to him, and me I said, don't go back in there. He must say, SouFLo, you think me if I go back in there just for pick up my things or whatever. Me say, it's your house. Don't go back in there. Don't go back in there. Give her time. Make sure and him left. You just drive. Me not care where you want to drive go. Just drive. Drive away. Because your whole life I got change after this. Right? So it's kind of one of those situations I'm going to do that this morning. Yeah, them things that are nice, my friend. Truck driver. The brother said him pay off him 30-year mortgage in 10 years. Him live on the road. Him work hard. Him make sure this a woman have nice life and everything. Right? House completely paid off now. I surprise him, I come surprise wifey. Him never know that she was that. And you imagine a side to your spouse that you don't know is that side. The side that says, I want more than one man at once. You are one man. There's nothing you can do to help her satisfy that. So leave it alone. The next step for you is prison with a bag of man. Yes. The next step is prison with a bag of man, especially it's on your living room floor, my friend. Yo, the man said when him walk in and I'm see candles everywhere. Yeah, she light up enough candle on the floor and thing and them spread out matter or whatever. And they're on the floor, all three of them on the floor, two man and female woman in the middle. Yeah. So I mean things happen, man. Things happen, but it's how we deal with it, right? A wise man said, life is what? How them say? Life is 90%, 10% how you 10% what happens to you and 90% how you deal with it. 10% what happens to you and 90% how you deal with it. Sometimes you can take what's a blessing in disguise and turn it into your ticket to a life sentence. Sometimes you can take a little ant pile and turn it into Mount Everest. It's 10% what happens to you, 90% how you deal with it. Because now you have to go deal with all them ramifications, all the consequences of a spur of the moment emotional action. Which man in their right mind wouldn't do something this up? Me wouldn't call no SouFLoTV because I am SouFLoTV, so I have nobody to call. See? So people dead. Dead. Remember one time Bounty Killer come out and said, people dead. Dead. Plus me always keep my something for me. So it's I'm going in the house with it. Or maybe God would have made it that day say, this is the day you accidentally leave it outside in the car, go on inside. I have something to show you. And you have to calm yourself and say to yourself, say, well, the Father showed me that because He want me to see that. In other words, get that person that out of your life, and I have better things in store for you. This wasn't for you. Get that person out of your life because I have better things in store for you. This wasn't for you. I did I try and show you all along. You know, one time, listen, one time, right? People talk about God and the spirits and this and that. Let me use God for a minute. When God is trying to show you something, but you're just hard ears and you don't want to see it, and it pop up all the time, and you are so in love that you just box it away. I don't want to see that. I don't believe that. I don't think that. I'm so in love. I'm blind in love. All right. That's why I always say God is a person of humor. Has to be. Well, me try every other way to show you. God is a Jamaican man too, you know. I try every other way to show you. But you know, I see what me I show you. So me just a carry going and mig like to show you. Come home early today. Put that joy in your spirit. I'm going home. I'm gonna sneak up on wifey. I'm gonna show her some things. We can spend some time together. Oh, them time they can see me like truck. I press B. I guess I come down in 95. Oh, foot heavy. Pa 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 pa. Blow a horn like them old trucker Jamaica. Pa 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 pa. Oh, happy. I reach in and bust your door, and you say that. Wife is spread out between two men. God must have a sense of humor. God must have a sense of humor. And so happen that today, your license firearm is not on you. It is outside in the truck lockup. So you have to go back out the door. You have to go unlock the truck. You have to go consciously think, you know. And by the time you go back out the door, you have to, oh, I'm going to truck and I kill somebody in here today. I'm going to go for, and we kill all the whole of them blood after today. And you push the key in the truck door. Ching-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling. I think you're thinking, you know, by the time you grab the gun there, you start thinking, Jesus Christ, what me I do? What me I do? Oh, I don't know what to do. Oh, I don't know what to do. Let me see if I can call somebody. Call somebody, them not answer. Call somebody, them not answer. Call the next person, them not answer. Call SouFLo, him answer. Just unburden everything for SouFLo. See me, I'm put the phone on speaker and did it. So I can't hear. Because the whole time the man just going off and unloading. You know, my wife probably there look for me like, I won't pitch up on the phone so long with. So I make sure I just throw it on speaker. I say, listen this. And he's going in, and he's going in. So yeah, them things that happen. And I did tell people before, I say, if you get to the point where you feel like you're going to dash for people and hurt yourself and all that, call me. I might answer. And if I do answer, then I'm somebody you can talk to. See, I'd rather do that and be that person than for read about you or read about who you did what to. We're all humans. We don't handle hurt the same way. Some of us, we have this kind of thing that helps us where you can't hunger hurt me so much. After that, me not process that no more. Me gone about my business. But you have some people when you hurt them to them core. And the only thing they could think about is darkness, murder, blood, them want, right? So we have to look out for each other here, man. So when the brother called me this morning, as much as I was like in my angry phase, I quickly got out of it. Who does I call my phone? Why are you calling my phone at this time? You're gonna wake up my family. It's like 5 o'clock in the morning, my friend. Me all hear the yeah, that's another thing. That doesn't mean that he's in Jamaica though. It could be somewhere else. But me even hear in the background, you know when time rooster crow, me hear the early morning in the background. And the brother talk. The man say, I get where we come from. So we know a rough life, we know a toughness. Active know where the thing can go to and these things. So all right, I will be calling that number. I will give my audience an update tomorrow morning on did he answer me or not. If him answer me and me talk to him, I might not have no more of them business to give to you. If him don't answer me and the thing go forward, as the man said, I go forward, then I go talk out everything. And I might even play the voice notes out too. Thinking about every good thing that he is about to do. Ah, boy. Not one. Yeah, Jane Under, not even one, but two. And not even like you can say, well, maybe I was working too much, spent too much time on the road. When I think I joke me, I make when I say shout out to the Uber driver, the truck driver, the Lyft driver, I know them life there because I know people that do those things and I know what comes with it. Enough time truck man go out the road and I do over the road trucking gone from home for weeks at a time. Him the way gone up, way up a Canada. Him wife down in sunny Florida. Skin out the pump or anything. And him come back home none the wiser. The bills are paid. The life is nice. She's good and comfortable. And she's happy to see you go again. And not even like him come on, come see one man. And him can say to himself, say, yo, all right. Ah, that one bun me, kawa, man. But maybe me never spend enough time with her. Me see how that go wrong. You know, she did lonely. And I was chasing progress and productivity. I was chasing money, pay off my house and save some money and me I look for longevity and she wasn't that person that you can't rationalize it. But when it comes to two man, a freakiness I go on. Freakiness, nothing else but freakiness I go on. Then I saw she freaky, that two man and not even a hotel room in my house, for my living room floor though. This is where I come when I'm done working and slave out myself. Come relax. This is my sanctuary. This is where I'm supposed to feel secured. Other men know what inside of my house look like. Them know what my bed feel like. Them know what inner me woman feel like. No, sir. Some are no wicked. Some are no wicked. Ricky Reed says instead of paying the man his money, you rather pay for a funeral. And some people will test you like that because they don't feel like you can do it. Or them feel like me have links. And my links them will get to you and deal with you. But at the end of the day, you are going to be deceased. Or your family members are going to be in danger. So you have to think about them something there. I will reiterate everything that was said to me to I obtain. Me not tell Uno everything was said to me, Me just say a serious message out there. I mean, I put this here for a purpose because I know once this goes out, that somebody will link Octane and say, yo, here, SouFlo, I talked about you this morning. So if your phone ring, might be him, pick up the phone. When him pick up the phone, me I go tell him everything that was said to me. The seriousness of it will dawn on him then, or him can say, yo, I eat that thing them people that talk about, man, the man that can't do me nothing. You know how people stay already. The ego and the pride goes before. Can't do me nothing. And boy, that can't do me nothing. Yeah, I've seen people say that enough time. Can't do me nothing. And next thing you hear, oh God Almighty, Jesus Christ, whoa, murder. Stop playing with people. Stop playing with people. And then Henry says it is the type of woman you guys look. Him living, him live in Locahoochee, Florida. You can't say that, You can't say that. You can't blame the victim. But it is the type of woman you guys look. Me don't know what the woman look like. He didn't describe her to me. My mind I make up images, but he never described her to me. The brother they never described what woman look like to me. But I'm not gonna blame the victim. Cause hear what? This goes both ways, for women and for men. We talked about this before. As grown people, when you start your new relationship, everybody put them best foot forward. See? And then when time the relationship goes along, some people are able to act like somebody else and hide their flaws longer. So you don't know who you're there with. You think you've met the person of your dreams. You that they are plan wedding and excitement and all these things, and them would have killed you with gun over there. You're sharing more than you know. She is an all-inclusive buffet and resort, all in one. So you don't know. Or he is for the community. You don't know until you know. So not necessarily who man pick. Now some man, yeah, you do go out the way and go for some things where you should have known from the beginning. I don't like to judge people off the bat, but you know, you should have known from the beginning. So that not in your league, my friend. And you can't go manage that. See? It's like an old man now. We're gonna pick up some like a young girl, and young girl talk about round 2 and round 3 and all this, and him not have not even round 1 to go. Half a round 1, him can go. And she want 2 and 3 rounds and these things. So sometimes, yes, man walk into certain things knowing, but in denial. Sometimes women walk into certain things knowing, but in denial as well. When them put on a proper strapping and she tell herself, say, yeah, me know say old dog already, you know, but boy, that's something there. And him do it again, and she start fall in love. And then him start say sweet words of it's gonna be me and you change me. I mean now do them something there again. No, sir. I just talk people talk. I just me and you and these things, right? Right. And then she find out says not so, because him just breed Kerry, will live 2 blocks over from you. Him there with Tisha. Tisha live 2 more blocks over from Kerry. Him there with your cousin, your sister look him, all these things. People just find out, and when you find out, you hurt. You know, you have good people out there and you have bad people out there. Point blank, period. Sometimes good people meet bad people. Sometimes 2 bad people meet and it's toxic as hell. Sometimes, you know, 2 good people meet and it's heaven on earth. Vicky Victory, big up yourself. Thank you. I appreciate you greatly. It sounds funny, but this is serious talk. SouFLo, BM says. Yes, BM, this is life and death talk. We've seen this many times. There's 2 stories trending in Jamaica right now with 2 females whose male partner took them out recently. I mean, I talk about take them out to dinner. So this is real. This is real. There's another one where the young lady was stab up her boyfriend. The boyfriend never cheat or nothing. She don't have no proof that the man a cheat or nothing, right? She just tab him up because she jealous. Remember, we just covered that one. It was the hairdresser that was braiding his hair. Cause him one of the youth, them we have whole heap of hair out to Yassa. And him braid it up in a long braids and stuff. And a girl a braid him hair, a hairdresser who works as a hairdresser was braiding his hair. And she marching, who this? Who that girl, yeah? Finger point up in her face, knife produced, tab up in her chest. And the youth dead. So it goes both ways. You don't know who you're really there with until you know who you're really there with, if you know what I mean. Audrey Wright says there's no excuse but to bring it in at the marital home. No, sir. That way out of order. And some people don't care. And I keep on reiterating this message. I said it to the woman then. When you see man want to kill someone or sometime is not, and I'm not condoning it. I say, this is my saying. There is absolutely no conditions where you should feel like you have to kill this woman. You have to feel it if you're violated a certain way. But run as fast as you can. You too, run, just run. Run. Not care if people say you're mad. Run left your shoes, run left, just run. Leave. Because you're about to do something that's going to change your life forever. See? There's no excuses. However, the things that men do when they know that you have a next man, me don't know how women even subject themselves to them something there, because the man know say him a do this to another man, woman, so him a go do everything dirty. You understand? Everything dirty. So for the women out there who Yeah, me have my man, but me have my side man. Your side man knows say you have a man. Trust me, he might violate you in a worse way. That's why sometimes you see him do something to you and you go and like say you like it, but you don't really like it. But because him knows say you is a next man woman, right? No man no get no next man woman and treat them royally and then send them back to him. When you get next man woman, you violate that and then you send it back to him and you laugh. Been down those roads before. See? And then Henry says that girl killed her previous baby father and hurt another one. That story is crazy. When you hear her story, she mad. See that? But him never know that. A mad woman him pick up. And she was loving and kind and bust bump in her face. You know them one day roll up on couch together. You can't even tell say are two persons cause how they melt into each other and bust bump on face and holy pan kiss up every minute and feel up and love up and come to do something no? and then stab him up, kill him. And then Henry says that girl killed her previous baby father as well and hurt another one. Mad people, they both. And you say your past is not important and it's none of my business. I think it's something like that me would want to know about. May I go put that on the application from now on? So you stab up in there, your baby father them before? No? You throw acid on anybody before? No? No? Okay. Are you the jealous type? Do you slash tires, break windows, and beat up people? No? All right. See if we have any of that in your background right there. So you don't do that when you start your relationship. They all come from the same area. He knew. Well, you know what them say about the mad one, them. I guess it clamp him too. Mm. We have to take serious thing, make joke. But you know what them say about the mad one, them. That's some good, sir. Attached to a mad smarty. So you have to go through the madness if you want it. No matter how we pretend, a person's true self will eventually surface. Say it to Bob Marley a long time ago. Bob Marley said, no matter how you pretend to be whoever else and how much layers you put on, all that will shed and come off, and your real self will eventually unfold, come right back out. Filter, he said. Your real self will filter right back out in at the end. But some people are skilled. Some people it take 10 years. Some people it take 20 years. Some people it take a couple of months. And that's why relationships are short sometimes. God left it quick. Because your mad self come out in the first 3-4 months that we were dating. How your last relationship so short? What happened? You was a mad girl. 3 months? Yes, brother, I never see it. In the beginning, but 3 months down the road, mad, smaddy. Me have to run well left it. Others, them hold on to them madness, mad man and woman. You want to put on ring, you want to walk go down aisle, you want to put establish bank accounts together and build business together and do all these things, and then the madness unfold. Sometimes it unfolds slowly and you ignore. One thing that. Next thing and you ignore. Next thing and you ignore. And before you know it, is one bag of madness and you've been ignoring the one bag of madness all along. And now you're in a midlight and you're trapped in it. Because now you have to go get divorced, you have to go pay a divorce lawyer, you have to go divide up children and plan visitation, you have to go divide up property and close down business and do all kind of stuff. See that? A real life something. Real life something. Dorothy T says, yes, Seymour, peace of mind is everything. Me slash tire and bus head. Don't judge me. Me change. Vicky Victory. You know what? It wasn't hard to tell. It wasn't Vicky Victory said me slash tire. Me slash tire, cut, and bus head. Don't judge me. Me change. Enough woman in there wouldn't say that. Yeah, me do all of that. But me change. Me mad, but I say up front, I am. And why? Rotted. If everybody could have been like that, eh? I'm a mad somebody. Hi, how you doing? I'm all right. How you doing? I'm cool. What's your name? Carissa. Damn, Carissa, you fine. You looking beautiful from over here, girl. Listen, I'm in a hurry right now, but I would really love to get to know you. Me, I'm mad somebody. Me mad. Mad. If, imagine if that was the true introduction. Me, I'm mad somebody. Me mad. You sure you want my number? You sure? Cause me cut people. Me bust out window. Yeah, me cut up tire. Me burn down house. Yeah, me catch girl and tap them up. You sure you want my number? now, if it come in like that and she say yes, and him say, yeah, man, I still want your number. I want to you. You look like you have something good, something. Them say the mad people them have the good something, you know. Well, by all means, give him the number and make him go experience the madness. Same thing for the man them. No man don't come and say, damn, babe, you looking beautiful. Listen, I'm in a hurry and whatnot. Could we exchange number and get up later? Blah blah blah. And then the man I go tell her say, yeah, me beat woman. Any girl there with me, I could take thump in her face. Yeah, me fling you down, kick where your foot them to like me a soldier. Ah! Drop you on your back, choke you till you're unconscious. Anyhow, you get me mad. Can I have your number? Wouldn't work. It wouldn't work. So everybody come in with, oh no, oh my gosh, that's so wrong. And he did what? Oh man, I would never do that to you. You know, every new guy coming, I would never do that to you. I would treat you like a queen, like the queen that you are. You deserve so much love and respect and so much better. 1 year down the road. Hey girl, when your man say one time, he said, hard ears as like she never get before. All worse than the other one. And she tell him both, you know. Yeah, my last boyfriend put hands on me. That's why I had to end the relationship. I don't want nobody beating me. And he always wanted to fight. And he was extra aggressive. Mom, why? I will never do that to you. You're so beautiful. You deserve to be loved. You deserve to be protected. Some mad people come in your life here. Them sliding in your life like how people slide in DMs online. You deserve to be loved. You deserve to be protected. Yeah, I would never do that to you. Are you over there talk about boy Susie, Mr. Me meet the boy, I say the boy is sweet. No. I'm saying me a queen and me deserve to be loved and protected. 6 months later, why Susie can't take me out of the house in my car. That's how it goes. So we don't blame the victim them because people are very good at hiding who they are until they make you find out who they are. They don't feel like hide it no more. So them just give you the 100. Be a madness. Boy, Soldier 819 says, I've never put my hands on a woman and never will. If I feel the need to want to give your face a gladiator, I'm gone. The man said, give your face a gladiator. I'm gone. Why? So life go here. I live vicariously through Madea. Madea be trapped. Madea be having that peace. Say what? What you said now? Because you know I'm a what? What you said? You're a real man soldier. Boy, somehow we grow up dysfunctional still. And some, you know, somehow we choke a girl before and these things, kick a foot before and them something there. Before you realize that it was wrong and then you didn't do it no more. But there are some people who decide that that's what they're going to do always. Like the brother we call in before and tell we said, SouFLo, any girl. No, he actually left a comment first. He said, any woman me there with have to take beating. And I thought he was trolling. And I said, why you leave this kind of comment up here? You trolling or something? He said, no, I'm dead serious. Any woman me there with have to take beating. I'm not shot a girl, I'm not shot a woman. So I had a conversation with him just to figure out is this true? Is this for real? And the youth let me know, say, yo, him grew up in our house, him father gone left him, a beer woman in the house, mother, grandmother, and him mother sister them. So him said 5 women in the house and he was the only male in the house. Him said, SouFLo, the amount of abuse when me get, and some beating when me get. Me feel like them little kill me, kind of beating. Me never get shown no love. Me grow up a hate woman. So me said, any woman when me get in my life, she have to can take lick, because I take out the whole light back on her. And that's why I tell the women, Be gentle to your sons. Okay? Be a mother. Especially if them have them father around or if they have male figures around them. Be gentle to your males, your little boys. Right? You're gonna be gentle to your daughter regardless, right? You don't need to be gentle to your daughter too. You are the example, you are her first example of what a woman should be. So you see, if you're Tegereg, your daughter is going to somewhere in her lifetime go through the Tegereg phase before she sort out herself and realize that that's not how I'm supposed to be, right? Hopefully she can escape that. But your son them, a woman can actually really make a youth grow up and feel like him want murder every girl where him there with. Mother, grandmother, auntie them, and you're the hungry boy picnic in the house. And then beat you, beat you, beat you, beat you. Him couldn't wait for start for grow big. Him couldn't wait for grow big for start date woman and start there with woman and say, yeah, me and you. And I'm sure, again, when him start relationship, he don't tell them women there that. Just like how he put it in our comment section, any girl me there would have to take lick. Me sure when he meet the girl, that's not what him said to them. So you have people out there who will sucker you into a relationship, tell you everything what them want, tell you. Them get a vibe from you, so them know what you like. It's like a restaurant. When you go there and you say, let me have oxtail gravy on my rice and peas, but it's a brown stew fish me want, and this me pay extra fee gravy. Them a make everything designed to how you like it. So you feel in heaven. Everything is new and feeling good. She don't know that this a man I just left the other day message over here about any girl me there would have to take lick. So yeah. But the man says a woman make him stay like that. His mom and his grandmother abused the daylights out of him, and him feel like every woman him get, them have to go feel it back. Annette Henry says, I became dysfunctional from adult life experience, lies from men. Well, lies from men. How many men got a chance to lie to you though? Because sometimes it's we, you know. When you go choosing and choosing and choosing, maybe those were times where you should have stayed alone. Maybe those were times where you should not have been entertaining men. You should have taken some time. You see, this is the thing, right? When you don't know yourself, you see, you pick anything. And we have a saying in Jamaica, right? Pardon my language, you say you pick and pick until you pick shit. See? So you pick and you're always picking. Sometimes you have to just stop pick. Sometimes it's okay to be alone. Yes, go play in your own hole for a while. Just be alone. Rub up your kitty by yourself. Just be alone. For the man, them stroke you, do you, play with you for a while, and just leave out people and get to know you and get to love you and get to accept you, know your flaws, work on your flaws and your faults, reassess and evaluate and reevaluate your last relationship. Where did I play a part in this? Because everything can't be everybody else all the time. You in the equation too. So where did I get involved in all this? What role did I play? How this come in my life? You'll start to find out stuff about yourself. I was needy. I do fall for a certain type. All three of them was that type. Them have different face, but then they carry the same kind of vibes and spirit. All right, so you know now, so you have to go stay away from the slick, smooth talking. I'm attracted to men with deep voices, and they're tall, and they say nice things, and them smell good. And you have to go down your list and really get to know you. And sometimes it takes you completely switching from what it is you think is your thing and go off into something different. Yeah, I know women. I've been around on earth long enough. I know a man who wouldn't date certain kind of man. And I think I told y'all before. I saw one recently, and she there with a man who have a hip and drop, like him have one leg shorter than the other one. Now me know this girl if she moved from Florida from New York with our man, right? Our man look like him play in the NBA. This dude is got to be close to 7 feet tall. And these are the kind of men that she was always into, like extra big and tall man very athletic looking, but they had like this criminal element to them, and they're well known within the area. That is the fear type. When I saw her recently, she's going to the gym. She there was one older military veteran. He obviously tell he's way older than she is, and he's there to work out. The man look like him is at peace with himself. You know what I'm saying? He's at that part of his life. I done did my military career. I'm a war veteran. I collect my benefits. I got my house. I got my this. I'm cooling through life right now. I wake up in the morning. I meditate. I go work out. You want to come with me? You want to be a part of this? And then bring her go to the gym and all. And still, we can still see the wildness in her eye. Like, tall man walk past, you can see her like, but she bring back herself over to him, you know, and she start giving extra attention. Like she try, I don't know. I assess people, I observe people. So she is like, okay, yeah, straight. You want me help you with this? Okay, put this leg up here and this and that. You have to change sometime. But the best thing is to go be by yourself sometimes. And not always everybody else. A lot of the times you are included. Right? Jane Anders said he full of shit. You could have done everything right. Him go and find it wrong. Licks in your backside just cause you're traumatized. Rotted. I don't know. And Annette Henry says, I have been married twice. Lived with parents that were married until my dad died. And I had a rude awakening. Not all men are like my dad. That you should know. I'm multitasking and I'm going to have to do a replay. Michelle Howell, big up yourself and thank you for being here. Ricky Reed says, I'm 6'1", and an ex told me that I'm the shortest man that she ever talked to. That I'm the shortest man that she ever talked to. She like palm tree, my youth. She like climb. She like go hop so. But yeah, people have their favors. You know, people, everybody have them thing. Some man black as midnight, you know, and them like only extra light skin girls and these things. The opposite of what them mother look like. You know, some man them like red girl because their mother red. Some woman them like tall man because them first boyfriend was tall and that's stuck in the back of them head forever. Or they have this perception that if him tall, there's something must be a knock against him knee. Cause it does roll out like when the donkey start braying, the donkey something. You ever see donkey bray it? When donkey get ready to do them business, donkey something little so you know. In a real life, that's why when you see the donkey pass, you don't see nothing. You don't see something look like one big belly button. See? When donkey see the other donkey now and donkey ready for doing business, you hear a country me grow, me know. I saw a tall wave like flagpole and up front. I said, me used to think say I saw me I got grow up and stay. It's a rotted. But me not brave. Sometimes me used to bray when me little. Nothing now gone. The whole light still look the same. Damn. I guess we and the donkey bill different. But yeah, them have that perception, that knows that so it's knocking against his knee. Yeah, the one of them want. So I figure look for a man with 7 foot tall and donkey flow. I would have been called Donkey Flow. All right. My God. That would have been the response all the time. My God. What is that, man? What are you going to do with that? Some would have tried challenge it. Them brave out there. I don't think I can, but I think I'll try. Also, when I get up and run left it, you're not do nothing with me with that. No, no, what that? That no look normal. But all the brave me did a brave. For me never get the donkey effect. So that, I swear, when the donkey break, like me say, me a country boy. We have donkey. So me I watch them something that from me I grow up. From me a little boy, I said, blood fire. I want that. The first time me see one, I said, I want that. Yo. And then watch a female donkey around there. But you know what? I noticed that too. If you notice, donkey we are talking about, if you notice, all along something there, all those animals, there is no Anthony this away, none of that no go on. Then try, and put in it, and 2 jam, stuck, and that's it. Done. Show done. Stuck. 2 jam and stuck. That go observe if you think a joke. 2 jam and stuck. So because in you know, it doesn't mean say well I'll go the distance. It just means yeah. You get the point. That is nature teaching us. Okay, me never seen none of you donkey them yet, don't know. No, and we have said blood fire, so them a go on. Yo, come look here. Work out with the wild as like a picnic, and I grew up in a bush, so with the wild as like a picnic around all the place. Yo, you see that? How long them down there? And I like the dog them used to stuck. And I run this way, I want to run that the way there. And the elder them you start draw back, move your nasty self from around here. You know, and the picture them see all that. Yeah. But not the not the donkey quick. That's it. That's all I got to give. And the woman donkey never complained. She didn't complain, she didn't say a word. She just go about her business dripping. What a life. What a life. You have to throw water for the dog them. Yeah. And sometimes when you throw all the water, sometimes when you lick them couldn't come on unstuck. Him a run go so and him a draw her with him. She a run back with and she a run back so and I draw him with a Oi. Yes, I have. Me have a good growing up here. That's why I can tell them story that these aren't things that you make up. These are things that you've seen in your lifetime. That's why I tell people say I would never change my growing up for nothing and nobody. Me used to think me did poor and me realized that me did actually rich. I never know. And I didn't know. I didn't know that all these organic fruits and food around the place in abundance till them a drop off and bird have to come near them and we have to bag up some it and feed, give hug and all these things we never know. I thought I wanted what American people were eating. I wanted how they were living. You know, them never see when me see it. Them not have donkey in them backyard. Them never see them something there. I see donkey roll out. Them never see that yet. Them never see donkey hop up and whine and bust. 2 joke. Them never see 2 dogs stuck and run 2 different ways. And them grandfather fling back laugh at it. Move from around there so with your nasty self. Them never see none of them something there. I saw all that though. I saw all that. Big up to Jamaica and big up to the rest of the Caribbean. We're a special people and a beautiful people. Yeah. Don't make all the bad stuff overshadow our beauty as a people. So yeah, after this, I'm gonna call Iactane, like I said, and see what can go on. And then I'll update the audience. Say, yeah, I'm talk to Octane, him say I'm gonna handle him business, and that's that. Or we'll see what go on. What really go on. We just hope nothing bad don't happen after this. See? Yeah. Me need I love my rural country, third world. Yes, we're in a country, me proud. Some people, where you from? When you meet them foreign, which part of Jamaica you come from? Why, Kingston. Everybody come from Kingston. No, you don't. I know Kingston you come from for real. Which part you really come from? One you would say, well, if me did tell you still you're not gonna know them part there. I said, brother, say which part you come from? A country me come from. If me tell you which part me come from, you not gonna know them part there. You say, for real? Me say, yes, for real. Be proud of where you come from and say which part you come from. That big country man, I'm proud of it. Me not see nobody down a country are dead for hungry. And me not see nobody down a country homeless. See? So why wouldn't I be proud? we resourceful, we sharing, we caring. Kingston, everybody come from. Big up to Kingston. Big up to town. But a country we come from. See? It's easy to just say Kingston rather than getting into details. But if you get into details, though, soldier man, because that's a part of your history, your thing, you have to feel proud about it. Anytime people say anything else, it make you feel like, come here, how them used to style up country people, country bunking, dunce, idiot, country bunking. Them fool, you see? Like them dunce and dumb and fool and slow. And I saw them style, dunce and dumb and fool and slow. But it's not the case. It's not the case. All the people who have put Jamaica on the map come from country. Let me say it again. All the people who have put Jamaica on the map come from country. Them go town, go live, because that's where commerce and business was taking place. But all the people who put Jamaica on the map come from country. Go do the research and you will see. Bob Marley come from country. Usain Bolt come from country. Need I say more? There are lots of singers and entertainers out there a country they come from too. The youth this morning, when they talk to me about Ayactane and where I'm going to do and all that, I don't know if it's slipping, but he said that too. He say, oh, like a country boy, Yeah, country him come from. Me never bother tell him, say, me feel offended because a country me come from too. Me just listen and make him vent. Is it? Yeah. So it really no matter. I want to talk about really stash. The biggest you've ever seen was, yes. Now, don't bother with that side something there in here. Don't bother with it. Because when they start talking them something, they say, every Jamaican man, for them first thing is, I mean, on the third leg, I feel me sitting long till it bend down, so I reach round this up. And then when you ask the woman, them, not a thing no go so. Because I'm not asking no woman about no man, I'm just saying, when you listen to them, not a thing no go so. See? And me a tongue panny long and stool up, and 3 hour treat me a murder that. And when you hear from the woman, just like the donkey, it's 2 wine and stop, and 2 more wine and go sleep, and roll over. And so, no bother with it. No bother with it. Some women haven't exposed themselves to the world that much yet. She don't take one bag of man, so she don't know the many different sizes that you speak of. So it can really be real. Yeah, can really be real. They don't know these many different sizes you speak of. Those who have been out there and at some point of their life was in search of, so they must run through man to see if they can find. It's like when you shuffle card in a deck and you look for them, just run through man to see if them can find. All right, see one there, that's a 10. All right, Lord fire, that's a 9, look big like the 10. And see if they can find one 12 in here. Then run through them. Then those people are gonna have seen, or some just go back up in a just go back up in a from start. Right? I just saw the thing go. That's the thing go. You don't have to defend your thing. Me not have to defend my thing. Me never get no complaint, and if they didn't complain, then complain to themselves. I got me and I was satisfied. You're selfish. I got me and I was satisfied. If you never satisfied, then I feel your business that. Me no say me did satisfied, but me make sure that me satisfied. Me wine and juke and jam the way I wanted to. And sometimes me did ask you like this, that right this up, all right, this up. Okay, good. All right, yeah, and me done. Nothing too complicated. I think we put too much into that. Too much. At the age I'm at now and the stage I'm at in life now, that have limited time. Because I have other things to get to that are that are way more important. Me and my father said one time in about, let me see, probably about 15 years ago or so. Me and my father said, I've had enough of that to last me a lifetime. You want to see me? He was talking to my uncle. And me here, he said, in the front seat I carry, me in the back, and me here. Yo, me get enough front to last me a lifetime now, brother. Me I preach some different things and looking to do this and that. Me last. Me a little youth just a come into me. The man say, me get enough for last him a lifetime. Right now, me just want to get a little bit how you reach that's so in life where you get enough to last your life. Well, I have arrived. Midday there. I am right there. Me good. I've had enough to last well. So highly overrated. Highly overrated. See? We put too much emphasis in that. We need to focus on some different things in life. BM says, I'm so comfortable with myself, I don't care what anyone says anymore personally. Not true. But some people had a hot up over it still. No, what me that do with you, know? Your balls longer than your would. Feel like we da rub clitoris the whole time we did that together. And me no gay. What you say? What you, what you say? Anytime you argue with Jamaican people and you hear, what you say? What did you just say? Does no say nothing good now come out of that after that? What you really just say? If especially if them say what you say and then say what you really just say, yeah. Take care yourself, prepare to fight, or all of the above. Cause it not gonna come out good. Or change what you just said. Hmm. Take it or leave it. I have nothing to prove. See, right there, so have confidence in yourself. And with that said, let's go into Samantha's story. Take it or leave it. Have confidence in yourself. Nothing to prove. Samantha Fort Jenner, we covered her story, but them have a deeper story to fair story. See, she died in pursuit of beauty. Shout out to the Jamaica star. Late TikTok star was tired of being body shamed. Ladies, I think every man can attest. Half of y'all be doing your body up and then you do it and then the people them when me see you go give your body to after you do up your body, me I feel wonder to myself say, then you go through all that and spend all that because you never get it done for free and you risk your life and him you go spread out for him and the man wouldn't even look for you if you never chop up yourself and cut and paste yourself and look like a mixture of all of us. We don't know. So anyhow, Tatiana Robinson, the daughter of late TikTok star and businesswoman Samantha Fort Jenner, Kellyman, she said that her mom was constantly bullied about the sagging of her skin, and that was a contributing factor to the 34-year-old doing body enhancement surgeries in the Dominican Republic approximately 2 weeks ago. Now, we covered her story, right? And she is also, as I said in the video, governor. You know, Idonia, Govey, and we covered in the video, so Idonia lost his son. That's tragic as hell. But Govey lost his sister at the same time. And I said in the video, I don't know if it's his blood sister, real sister, but there was a video that I found where he was promoting an event on her site. And him say, yeah, you don't know I'm a sister at something, so roll out and all that, right? And that was her. See, and so we put a face to the name and we try to make the life be not in vain, but a lesson. See? All right. I don't know why I don't feel like one have is not enough, but here it is. People constantly saying stuff. Young girl like you and your skin hang off, so your skin look loose and flabby, man. You need to firm up yourself and this and that. There's just pressures out there. The Spanish Town native did not get a chance to show off her new body as she was pronounced dead on December 3rd, 4 days after the surgery. Tatiana, 18, remains in disbelief. Our mother gone. She says, I keep telling myself that my mother isn't dead and I'm used to her traveling. So I just tell myself that she gone a foreign. She there foreign. She said, as she sat in her yard on Chambers Lane in Spanish Town, St. Catherine, the teenager breathed deeply as she recalled how her mom was sometimes ridiculed about her skin, about her skin being loose. People always tell her say her skin ugly because she was fat. You know, when time you gain a whole heap of weight and then you lose the whole heap of weight, sometimes that skin hang differently, right? She did a surgery a couple of years ago and she lose a lot of weight, probably the bariatric surgery. So she had this like lumps and so on her skin. She hardly eat food. So she buy three food for the three of us. Call it say me, my little brother, we eat two of them. As I said, she lost the weight, but her skin was saggy and it affect her. So that's why she chose to do the surgery. Kellyman was actually a popular figure on the party scene and operated a bar at the front of her yard. She also had a large following on TikTok, and her daughter described her as a hardworking and dedicated mother who would move mountains to provide for her family. She traveled back and forth to work, and she had a bar. She always carried us out, me and my brother. She would take us out often, and she did like to party. She took very good care of us, and we would run lots of jokes and them things that she said. Robinson said that her mother did not want to tell anyone that she was doing the surgery, reasoning that she may have been self-conscious because of naysayers. Robinson checked into the medical facility in the Dominican Republic, fly out of Jamaica, got to the DR, checked in on Monday, November 28th. She underwent her surgery on November 29th. We talked from the Monday, go straight back to Friday, December 2nd, and she was okay. She made a TikTok video even after she did the surgery. Ladies on the need to listen. She made a TikTok video even after she did the surgery. She said, I realized around her eyes get black after she did the surgery. Face was black, and she normally have a white complexion because she bleach out heavy. Even the Friday night, she said, even the Friday night, she said, you know, so my face I get black. And she said, maybe I true me left the cream. Me asked her if she good, and she said, yeah man, me good. She asked for my little brother, but she didn't get to talk to him because he was around on the road. She even left a voice note that she wanted to talk to him. Sometimes, mommy feel something go on in herself, and she don't know how to say, boy, I mean, I feel like me I gonna make it, and them kind of thing that come, bring your brother, come let me talk to him. Sometimes you feel them something there. So she got the call from her mother's best friend who told her to contact her grandmother because something has gone wrong. The frantic teenager said she began calling her mom on WhatsApp, but her mom's phone was ringing without an answer. My mother was last seen on WhatsApp minutes after 6 a.m. the Saturday morning. Them tell me say she in the ICU and she can't breathe good and her blood now circulate. Them tell me grandmother to give them a chance to see what they can do. My mother went there with another girl and the other girl had her body done too, but she is all right. She described her emotions when she got the horrific news that her mother had actually passed away. She said, me just feel like some my soul leave my body. Me feel it, me feel it for true. Me ball, me roll. And me drop down on the ground. I lean up on the fence. I scrape up my back and everything. My grandmother said, my mother body supposed to come by this week, she said. And this article was just printed in the Jamaica Star. We covered this story before, but we never covered it in depth like that. So I will go as far as to say, rest in peace to another one of these young, beautiful queens who fell victim to what society's standards are nowadays. See that? She look good. She have teenager, so a big woman. See? And her life is gone because she was trying to be what others wanted her to be. So again, back to what DM and others were saying in the comment section, be comfortable with yourself. Love yourself. Who not like it, bite it. Don't care about what people have to say about you. I don't remember one time Shakira, she Did I talk about she want to do body? You out there, babe? Yeah, you remember when Shakira did I talk about she want to do body? My wife gave me an ultimatum. She said, I don't like this. Because, you know, she have 2 kids back to back and her belly stretch out a kind of way, right? And she talk about she gonna do her body and all these things. And I said, Mister, you serious? She said, yes. There's nothing I can say. And immediately I thought of that nurse that went down to the DR. The woman been a nurse, administrative nurse for 30 something years. Big woman. She in her 50s. Her husband kept telling her, you're beautiful. I love you just the way you are. You don't need to do nothing to change nothing. But guess what? I know her husband, she did not do that for. So especially some of you women, you know, if you start listening to a man, because if that's the man that you care about, men are visual creatures. And if the man there tell us him rip off your clothes off of you and everything look like how he want it to look and him good with it, that should be good enough for you. See? Who else you want compliments from about your body? So where you go cut and slice for when the man that's in your life, been in your life for years, is telling you that I'm not into all that, and I definitely don't want to see you do that. But you still make up your mind, say you're gonna do it. But tell the wife, say, listen, time to go. It's time to get back out the house and it's time to go back to the gym. Of course, when you have pandemic and all these things, and everybody put on them little weight, because you know we did a visit the fridge 20 times a day and these things. So soon as she started going back to the gym, y'all seen the results, right? Go over Shakira channel and look from when she started and look at the results. She's got really good results. And that's what I'm telling her, like, yo, you're young. Worst of all, you young, you can definitely get a bounce back. But you gotta go put the work in and stop eating big portions of food and all them kind of something there. And she did. But she did dead serious. Sometimes when you're dead serious, it end up with you being dead. Yeah. And it's a serious thing. See it?
You remember the ultimatum? I told him if I can't get my body back in the same amount of time that I was pregnant for, I'm getting my body done.
Yeah. Big joke thing.
All right, so
Big joke thing. So she was one of them, and she did dead serious. Yeah. Look how you spoil up my body. Yeah, you're too quick to them. Ladies, it's not that serious. Any real man out there will tell you that they're not into body augmentations. They might be into it for visually, like them look through magazine or look on online and say, this I want your skin out and turn that way and that way, because everything is upfront for us nowadays. Ask the man who he want a wife. This what you want a wife, this who you want to be with. Any real man I gonna tell you, say, I want a natural body woman. Right? Yes, Annette Henry, show her off all the time, yes. Some woman say me sexualize her. Well, ain't nothing wrong with that. I'm supposed to. Because if me didn't look on her like Miss Connor, when I talk about that too. Because I look on her, I know I'm not even attracted to her. Right? 90% of body image is in the kitchen. And in your own mind. In your own mind as well. You have some big fat woman out there now, full of confidence in a man, and they make them look sexy too, and them carry themselves a certain way, and them dress themselves a certain way, and it make them look sexy, big and fat and sexy. So me don't know. Not saying that being overly obese is healthy. That's not what I'm trying to say, but it's a lot of it comes from within your own mind. So stop make people outside get in your mind, right? That's the message for this morning. Moving right along. 2 more. We're going to wrap this up real quick. I think we have like 10 minutes left. So let's move on to Shaggy and the money. People, this $100+ million that's just sitting there, how do you feel about it? How do you feel about it? Because in all honesty, I feel like, oh, before I go anywhere, let me not be biased. I live here in Florida, and I ran into a lady one day who looks very much like Shaggy in the face. She came up to me in the grocery store. My wife was there as well. She'll be my witness. And the lady said, "Me watch you all the time, you know, SouFlo." And me I said, "Hi, how you doing? And yeah, thanks for tuning in and all these things." And she said, "You don't know who me is." I said, no. She says, I'm Shaggy's mother. I said, Shaggy? Like big Shaggy? Shaggy the she said, yes, man, Mr. Bombastic Shaggy, Shaggy's mother. I said, wow, you must be very proud because your son is like an icon. And she says, not really, Me and him don't even talk. I said, wow, not to put Shaggy business out there, I'm just saying. Uh, she said, well, she said, no, we don't really talk. And then she went on to tell me about stuff happening in their family and how Shaggy chose his wife over her and her side of the family. And, the wife get everything and the wife makes sure that nobody else don't get nothing else unless she decide how much them get on all these things. And she tell me which part she live. She's not living destitute, but she's definitely not living in any luxury of anything, right? I think she lives in a park, like a trailer type of home. In Florida, some of those are nice. It's like a 55 and above community where them have all these trailer homes, like, right, and these stuff. But anyway, Grammy Award winning. I didn't want to bring that bias in here because the lady talked to me for about an hour and all kind of something. And she said, yeah, Shaggy not care about me. And me never do him nothing. His wife, and his wife was the one that came into the picture. And from she coming in the picture, she just make sure she scrape everything for she and her family. And this, that, and the other, and the relationship between me and my son strained and all this. I don't know if they've made up over the years. I hope they did. But yeah, that. And I thought long and hard about saying anything about it. But then I said to myself, like, I'm not harming anybody. You know, it, I did beat his mom allegedly and speak to her. Unless I want a crazy woman who is claiming to be Shaggy's mother. Anyways, Grammy winning recording artist Shaggy has again sought to clear the air regarding the 100 million Jamaican dollars that was raised by Shaggy Makes a Difference Foundation for the 2018 Shaggy and Friends concert, noting that the plan to expand the Bustamante Children's Hospital intensive care unit has been moving ahead. A lot of people are saying there's $100 million just sitting there, and it's been sitting there for like years now. Why they not spending the money? I remember they accused Shaggy before of, some people online are saying, well, it wasn't online. It started first with the system saying, is the money there? Or did a fraud happen? Did Shaggy hold this concert under the pretense of helping the hospital, collected $100 million and skated out the door with it? So we need an accountability. And he showed up and him show up with him receipt and him say, see it there, the money is in the account from it going there, and that's where we keep it. But we want things to go according to plan. See? All right. 2 years later, the money still has not been spent to do what it was supposed to do. So, speaking to the Observer Online, after hosting a tour of the facility on Monday, Shaggy indicated that careful planning to get the best team to execute the project has contributed to the length of time that it has taken to get the project off the ground. We have to get a budget together, he said. Drawing done, contractors, etc. We have to get all of them in place first and get the best. That takes time with us going through and getting right people involved. Shaggy, whose real name is Orville Burrell. He also outlined a confluence of factors, including the fact that we were in a COVID pandemic for however long after, and these things. Basically, Shaggy has said, him no want nobody feel like say him thief the money. But here what? Government officials are come for the money. I'm not giving that to them either. And there's a long slew of Jamaican people that are saying, don't do it. Hold on pan the money. Me know say a charity money, but please don't give it to no government official because it's gonna go into their pockets, and the things that are supposed to be done at the Bustamante Children's Hospital is not going to get done. First of all, we had a plan first to build a new facility. We couldn't build a brand new facility because we didn't have enough land. So we said, let's go ahead and build a ward. Then we are told that under the Charities Act, we cannot do that because it was earmarked for that. It was raised for that. So earmarked and raised for that, meaning the money has to do for whatever you said it was being raised for. You can't say, me I raise this money for Mass Joe, and then you end up giving Miss Joan and Simone and Teresa it, right? So that's where they're at with that so far. This is Shaggy explaining so far. Then we are told that under the Charities Act, we cannot do that because it was earmarked for that and it was raised for that. The head of the hospital's ICU, Dr. Brian James, came up with an idea to refurbish the existing one, the wing, and expand it. Expand the existing facility and make it into a 7-bed facility from 5. 2-bed, $100 million, which is what we have been doing for the last couple of months until now. Shaggy again maintained that it was never the foundation's practice to hand over money to the hospital. They've never done that before. They always put it in an account. Now, if you look at the model of Shaggy and Friends, we do not hand over money. We always buy equipment, he said. We owe that to our donors. That is what they invested in when they donated, so we cannot stray from that. The entertainer expressed appointment in what he said has been an attack on his character and said that while he would not rule out a return of the Shaggy and Friends concert, it would not be just his decision. In my heart of hearts, I would love to, because you have to put the children first, and we saw the good that it did. However, when you start to get attacked about your character, remember it says Shaggy and Friends. There are also other people who make up the Friends part that are behind the scenes. These are people that gave their time, that are attached and attached their businesses and their brands. It was also an attack on their character at the same time because they were involved with us as well. So it is not a conversation for myself, it's a conversation that involves these people. The preliminary conversation I have had with them, and they are a little bit gutted and disgusted by the situation. Am I telling you that down the line time won't change things? Probably, but we will cross that bridge when we get to it. So, in other words, have a next Shaggy and Friends concert then. And he's saying, hold up. I really would like to, but but you see what's going on. Every minute me have to produce the receipts. I see the money here, it's still there. The talk is getting bigger. Say a thief, we thief the money. It was a big scam, something that we ran, and all this other stuff. Let's see how much that money actually is in real life. So 100 million Jamaican dollars in US dollars. Let's see.
Equals 649,540 United States dollars.
649,540 US dollars is 100 million Jamaican dollars. 649,540. That's a whole heap of money. That's pretty close upwards to almost $1 million US dollars. So you have a one concert, one show, pull off all this money, and the money is just sitting there. I was one of them that said before, the money that I forgot to use. Because there are so many things that could be done. Life is short, man, and people need help now. Right? That money could go to you still. Why make up all these laws like it's earmarked for this? So let's sit it there until. And then they're talking about expanding a facility from a 5-bed to a 7-bed. So you're talking about 2 extra beds, 600 and something thousand US dollars. I don't know. I don't even know how to feel about this one. Me not call Shaggy no thief still because he shows that the money is there. And having another concert and raising more money like that when the money that was raised before still haven't been used to do what it was supposed to do before, that would have just bring more speculation on top of more speculation. So yeah, my advice would be to hold off on any more concerts, Shaggy and Friends concerts, to raise more money, unless you're going to raise more money for something else that you can actually immediately use the money for. When people say them want charity or charity need help, them I talk about no, you know. People desperate, no, I need help, no. If somebody come and tell me, say, boy, SouFlo, I'm hungry, you know. Boy, me I starve, me I tell you about a week now, me no eat nothing, a beer, water, me I drink and dry crackers. Because I can't afford nothing. I'm not going to tell that person that 2 weeks from now, me give her money for go buy some food here. You understand? Me I go give them it now when me can't give no because them hungry now and them need it now. Just like how that need is now. But all this red tape and all this other stuff, the only thing I agree with is do not put it in the hands of any politician because it's gonna disappear like me don't know vapors in our ear. Only good thing is the money is gaining more because of interest. King Bigs. Absolutely. It is. But then what? Brahma Wright says 7 beds per cluster, SouFlo. From 5 bed and cluster to 7 beds. So me not understand the part there. A room with 7 beds. So do they want to put on a next room with 7 beds? And that's what this is about? Because it don't take 600 and something thousand US dollars to put on a room with 7 beds. And that? Hey man. Hey. So what's the hold up on the money? Vicky Victory, that's my thing too. What's the hold up on the money? Spend I just me I say spend the money. Remember I know me now call him no thief. I'm glad that he did the concert and I think it was very beneficial. And a person with superstar powers like Shaggy can actually do these concerts on a regular basis and raise a whole lot of money like he's demonstrated for real issues that are going on. Since the government not doing it, is a public government hospital. Since the government not doing it, an upstanding citizen can use his fame and his platform in a good way but actually use it though. The sit down and wait thing while people in need thing, I'm not grasping the idea behind that. It don't make no sense to me. It don't make no sense to me. Moving on to our last one this morning. Our last topic this morning, and me telling you, me said the reason why them never show them people their faces because they don't know whose drugs that was. Watch the story. This is Jamaica for you. This is Jamaica for you. See, the 8 people who tried to smuggle over $100 million worth of cocaine out of Jamaica on board a cruise ship have dodged a prison sentence. No lie to you, when I saw this yesterday, I said to wifey, said, it look like me have to go move to Jamaica and get into the cocaine trade because it's the only place that I know that you get caught with this much cocaine and you avoid a prison sentence. Now, first of all, the story bus, it says 8 Americans were convicted for breaches of the Dangerous Drug Act when they appeared before the St. Anne Parish Court on Tuesday, November 29th. Stay with the story. The U.S. nationals, including a football player, a daycare worker, a student, a hairstylist, they were all arrested at the cruise ship pier in St. Anne on November 9th, following the seizure of a large quantity of cocaine. The convicts, who are scheduled to return to court for hearing on December 2nd, which they already did, are all from addresses in Florida. They are, and them give the whole of them name, and they give their occupation, and them actually give the part in Florida they're from. Jamari Kitchen, 22, he's a mover from North Street or Northwest Street, Pompano Beach. Calais Hall, 23 years old. Yakin Jones, 23 years old. Haley Lawrence, 18. Javante Johnson, 22. Taishana Brisson, 22. Them get the whole of them information and everything, right? And they tell what they do. One is a hairstylist, a laborer, student, a daycare worker, a mover, etc. Reports from the police are that 8 Americans were arrested after they attempted to smuggle 24 kilos of cocaine, valuing approximately 1.2 million US dollars, onto a cruise ship from which they had earlier embarked. Them coming on a cruise ship take a break. They're supposed to go out, go see what's going on. When it's time to get back on the ship to go off to your destination, next destination, you got there. They jump off of the cruise ship, obviously had a link in Jamaica. Boom. Didn't I say You can't pick up that much coke in that short period of time in a Jamaica unless you have a link. So this obviously was planned. So whoever bust them this deal didn't know, say, the big man things. Fee something them or fear something them goes through untouched. Somebody didn't get the memo that day and made a mistake. Otherwise, it would have went through. How else do you explain to me how the 8 of them, Haley, Yakin, Kitchen, Javante, you name the name, and all of them, they pled guilty earlier this month to possession and to taking steps to export the cocaine. Charges of conspiracy and dealing in cocaine were withdrawn by the prosecutors. Withdrawn by the prosecutors after them plead guilty. Johnson and Kitchen were held with 9 and 4 pounds of cocaine, respectively. The others each had 6 pounds on them. The fines range from, and they will not be seeing any prison in Jamaica. The fines range from as high as $1.5 million to as low $1.5 million to a low of $850,000 for possession of the cocaine. They were each fined $30,000 for taking steps to export the drugs. We are indeed grateful that the judge took into account that they are young people and they are first-time offenders who still have an opportunity to make good of themselves. O'Dane Marston, one of the attorneys for the 8, told the Gleaner following today's sentencing, "Me I keep theme number. O'Dane Marston, me I keep theme number because if I ever go to Jamaica and get into any kind of ish, I'm definitely calling him. You have to go explain how you get them. Matter of fact, don't explain. Just do the same thing and get me off too. The public ought also to understand that these fines are significant sums that should serve as a deterrent to anyone considering doing the same thing." What deterrent? Donovan Collins, the other attorney, me I keep theme number 2. The other attorney representing the group said that the presiding judge considered all the principles of sentencing and took into account the early guilty plea that were entered by each individual. So all the lessons I've learned here is this. 1, get you a good attorney. 2, plead guilty early, and then you will get to walk on just a fee. 24 kilos of cocaine. This is Jamaica for you. So when we expect that things are going to get better because those who are in charge are putting measures in place to make the place safer and put up deterrents to discourage people from doing all that, just do I encourage people just now because it encourage all me. And me never did I think about transport no coke before. But if I can, and guess where they're from? They're all from Florida. And it's a cruise ship that was heading to Florida. So we can jump on a cruise ship with a 24 kilo and reach Florida and a 1 point something million US mash. Who young and dumb wouldn't be tempted? Were they in Jamaica with the cocaine? I'm sorry, I'm just coming back. Yes, they came off the cruise ship docked in Jamaica. You know, when you go up on a cruise, your ship docks somewhere, you go off Puerto Rico, you look around the place, you must be back on the ship by a certain time because the ship will be taken off again. Your next stop is so and so. When the ship stopped in Jamaica, they came off the ship, went and got 24 kilos of cocaine, came back on the ship with the 24 kilos of cocaine, and the ship was heading to Miami, and they got caught in Jamaica with the ship trying to leave with the 24 kilos of cocaine. The prosecution dropped the intent to distribute and the possession charge. Hello? Yeah, watch out now. Yeah, so I have some youth down there that move something for us, right? Yeah, okay. Yeah, the 8 youth them. All right. That belonged to Mr. So-and-so. Oh, okay. Say no more. All right. Prosecution, do you have anything this morning? No, Your Honor. Nothing further. Done. Let that season up through your brain whole day. 24 kilo of coke. 24 kilo of coke. Go look up on the internet. Go Google and go pictures and type in and see how much that is. No jail time. Fines and out of there. Anyhow, this is where we're at today. Big up on yourself, manners and respect. And like I said earlier, I'm going to call Iactane and see what can go on. Because I want to see peace and love. And that's about it. Squash your beef, pay who you for pay, work out a payment plan if all that is real, and all these things. And we'll catch up tomorrow morning right here on SouFLoTV if God spare me life. God in everything, don't? All right. One love, people. See you on tomorrow morning. I'm out. Peace.